Hey, my name is Agent Psycho, aka Toa Sniper 98. So, now that Okeanos has actually finally been released, I thought I'd go ahead and make a hopefully short and sweet video detailing some more Ascension items that you can get from certain servant interludes that become available after you clear Okeanos. Now, keep in mind that these interludes I'll be talking about are guaranteed to drop, emphasis on guaranteed to drop these Ascension items. You don't have to worry about constantly restarting the game to cheese your way into getting them. So, no, these are, again, let me repeat, guaranteed. Just clear the interludes and you'll get them no problem. And again, before we get started, the only servant interludes I'll be talking about in this video are the ones that are like what I just described now. So for example, I won't be talking about Hector's interlude because while you do fight a dragon at the end, it doesn't drop a scale for you guaranteed. That one you'll actually have to restart cheese your way to getting that scale if you so desperately need it. Now with that out of the way, let's go in order of the free quests in Okeanos, which means that we'll have to start with Teach. Teach's interlude is absolutely essential for those of you looking to ascend your Waver or your Hans or even your Medea, because Medea takes forbidden pages on her final ascension, I believe, if you so choose, because here you get a guaranteed set of 10 forbidden pages. There may be a chance that you get more from what I hear, but 10 is the absolute minimum. You get 4 in the first fight and then another 6 in the second fight. And what's also super convenient about this interlude is the fact that Teach only needs to be at first ascension with only first bond level for you to access it. So very minimal requirements for it compared to some of the other ones we'll be discussing later in this video. This interlude is very important because it's the only source of forbidden pages we have until possibly London. And the reason why I say this is will be explained in the next video that I'll be putting out, where I'll be discussing the news of the revamped dailies that are coming actually later on today if all goes well. But for now, all you need to know is that forbidden pages can't normally be farmed at the time of this video being recorded, and given the fact that several important servants, Waver, need them for ascensions or skill ups, they're made all that much more important. So if you already haven't done Teach's interlude from everyone on our Discord servers yelling good news about it, then yeah, go and do it. Next up, Orion's interlude. So you'll need to have Orion at first ascension and second bond level to gain access to it, after clearing Okeanos, of course. Now the confusing thing about this is that Orion's first interlude isn't actually located in Okeanos itself, but rather in Orleans, in Paris more specifically. It makes more sense if you actually play through it and read what's going on, then you'll know why they're in Paris. At the end of this interlude, you fight the Lamia enemies who all drop Snake Eyes or Jewels for a total of a guaranteed 7 Snake Eyes. So even though you can actually start farming Snake Eyes in Okeanos at the ship graveyard node, the fact that Orion's interlude just straight up gives you 7 basically for free is very nice nonetheless, because it'll speed up, ascensions for the Gorgon sisters or the French servants like French Saber and Marie. And finally, the last servant interlude we'll be talking about here in this video is Tamamo Cats. So you'll need her at first ascension as usual and third bond level, see the pattern here, to gain access to her first usual, like I said, after clearing Okeanos as usual. Her interlude, we already know it's her first one, drops a total of 4 guaranteed Talons or Claws of Chaos, whichever you want to call them, 1 from the second fight against Asterios, and 3 more from the fight against David. Again, just like Orion's interlude, Tamamo Cats isn't actually located in Okeanos itself, but rather in Septim, in the Island of Appearances node, or whatever it's called in English at Geo. So in case you've got Tamamo Cat lying around and don't really know what to do with there, well, this is your answer right here. One last note before we wrap this up. Obviously, in order to get these items, you're gonna have to, need these 3 servants in the first place. Teach is simple because he's real easy to obtain because he's only a 2-star and he's available from the frame point gacha. Actually, that's the only place you can get him. But Orion is obviously really difficult to get, being a 5-star, and as with Tamamo Cat, who's a 4-star, and since they're both gold servants, they're really hard to get. But in the off chance that you do actually manage to get them somehow, some way, keep in mind that when you do get them, their interludes give you guaranteed Ascension items, Snake Eyes and Talons respectively. So make sure to capitalize on them when they show up for you. And that's it for this video. In the next one that I'll be putting up sometime later today, after this one, I'll be talking about the revamped dailies that FGO has announced over the weekend at Anime Atlanta, or whatever that convention was called, and what this means for you in terms of, surprise, surprise, Ascension items. So, I'll see you guys then.